Hello everybody, Neptune back with more Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and today we will be doing the extra part 2. Extra chapters part 2. I want to go over something real quick. As I was reading the wiki, I realized that they were called Gaiden chapters, the X chapters I should say. I called them X chapters, they're actually called Gaiden chapters. I might change it. Probably will anyways. But anyways, after that little quick bit, we will be doing chapter 20X, the Layer of Fire. Yeah. Oh, it's in the Layer of Fire. Imagine that. Dude, look at the cave on the map though. I don't know if that's unique. You know, it might be. I don't remember any of that being for any other one, but having won the day and put Camus and his Sable Order to rout, Marth and the League moved on to the mountains in eastern Grust to crush the last of the opposition. The surviving Grustian soldiers, in a mad attempt to hang on to their lives, took all the residents of a nearby village hostage to keep Marth from striking. However, they could not have picked a worse village to harass. And look at that, we're in like a volcano essentially. Dude, oh, it does say lava. Gosh, why are we in a freaking... Why? How are you guys alive? Hello, Larizia. Most of the chests in this place are killer weapons. Like there's a killer bow, lance, axe. There's a longbow and a wodo. The wodo. Other than that, there's a lot of freaking enemies. I'm not going to worry about getting all the chests, but there is something I do have to do in this chapter. All right, let's go. Have the villagers given up struggling yet? With that ogre on the loose? Hardly, sir. All of our soldiers together still can't contain him. The other villagers have fled into the caverns, out of reach. What? Enough of this. The League will be here soon. Take your positions. We'll deal with them first and cut that giant down to size later. Yama, you're hot. Am I? I hardly feel it. Why would you try to take on an entire army just for our sake? Because you treat me like a human being. Do I need another reason? Yama, thank you. I'll be standing guard outside the cavern. Nobody will hurt you. I swear it. And there's our next recruitable unit. Ymir. A warrior. With a devil axe. So, he means business. Let's see. Oh, actually, what does it say? Oh, I guess it says his name. His name is a warrior instead of Dulher. Okay. We need Marth to be on his way that way. As he's doing that, I'm going to be advancing like my strong units to just wipe out the army. Wow, level 1. This level, it's not too special. I mean, as you said, you follow the story, you know. Ymir, you know, there's not much to say about Ymir. Supposedly, he's like a giant, as they said, real strong. Not much to say. This level's really unique, though. That's one thing I can say. Having the level... It'd be the only place, I believe, in the game with lava. Oh, is there an archer? Hold on. Do they have bows? No, but there's an archer. Can you actually go over the lava? Wow. I guess she is riding a dragon, but I think she could if she had a Pegasus either. Or anyways. Also, these bridges. Like, who would build a bridge in here? Who in their dumb freaking mind would build a bridge in here? Look at this. Paladin army. But we need to get Ymir, for his ending scene. Actually, you go with him so you can just warp him to the end when he gets there. Because I'm not looking to spend a lot of time here. Like I said, these levels are just medicinal. I want to get the character, get the story, and move on. There's no archer up there, so I could send Sieta. They've already routed them, so let's just do that. We'll send Sieta up to start handling these paladins. Yep, we're good. What just happened? Oh, the dragon attacked Marth. I was like, whoa. But this will be the last part of Shadow Dragon. After this part, we'll go... Sorry, after this level, we'll go to the final chapter. X chapter, or I should call them Gaiden chapters. We'll go to the final Gaiden chapter. And then we'll do the final post-war stories, and then the game's over. I haven't decided if I'll go on to Shadows of Valentia or Genealogy of the Holy War, but I'll be honest, it'll probably be Genealogy. It'll just be a little easier, plus we'll kind of stick with the old game theme and then move into the new game theme. Alright. Who are you? You don't seem to be one of Grust's soldiers. You just keep your distance. I'm not letting anyone near the villagers in here. That includes you. You're wrong, sir. I have to rout the last of the Grustian army to save you. Yeah? Well, they said the same thing when they let us down here. And look what that got us. I'm not falling for the same lies twice. I speak the truth, but my word is not good enough, so be it. Stand aside and watch us fight. Let the battle prove I mean what I say. Agreed? Either way, you are in danger here. Take the villagers and hide until this is over. So, I'm supposed to just sit here when I could be fighting? Just give me a chance to prove I'm here to protect you. Fine. I'll stay out of it. For now. But if I find you out you're lying to me, I'll split you right down the middle. Dude, I wonder how much bigger he is than Marth. Like, is he like 5 stories tall and Marth is only like a puddle? A piddle kid? A wee will kid? Because they call him a giant, and I mean... He looks a little imposing, so... Or quite imposing, I should say. Oh no, use your wings sphere. Goodbye, sir. You moved, okay. Unfortunately, since I already have the other levels save stated, I won't get to keep my warps. But I had plenty of warps for the final X chapter, so it won't be an issue. Oh, you still can't reach Marth. Damn it. Oh, if I moved Marth first, he could have, but I'd rather Marth have a turn to move. All of them are dead. Oh. Just go up. Go straight up and just... 9 damage? I don't know how much magic damage she'll take. Let's not do that. Because I'd rather play it a little safer. Actually, it'll probably be over with Sieta and Marth being there next turn. Ooh, he missed the swarm. Not the fortify, thank you. Go on, Marth. You have a job to do. Ooh, that doesn't matter too much. But it's always nice seeing a level up. Oh, actually, can you kill him now? We don't even have to kill him. We'll never surrender to you, Arcanian rabble. Long live Grust. Alright. Rebel. Scum. Alright then. I love how the seas is just like a random piece of rock. Let's end it. Prince Marth, thank you. These soldiers told us they'd protect us when they let us down here, but they were just using us as leverage. Hostages to keep you at bay. If you hadn't shown up, they might have just killed us outright in the end. Prince Moth, sorry I doubted you. Well, at least we've cleared up the misunderstanding. Since you came to the village's rescue, how about I help you out as a way of saying thanks? You mean, join our army? I'm the strongest in the land. Well, second strongest, at least. I can hold my own in battle. But if you don't want a monster in your ranks, I understand. Monster? You're a giant among men, to be sure, but a hero as well. Any warrior who can fend off an entire army is welcome amongst us. And count me in. Let's see how many more armies break themselves against me. Ha! And so ends Chapter 20X, The Layer of Fire. And here we have our next chapter and our final chapter of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Chapter 24X, The Altar Spire. Oh, its location is also the Altar Spire. Makes sense. But look at where we're teleported. I noticed where are we? What? But anyways, because we finished the previous level the level without obtaining the falchion, and we don't have Tiki in the party, unfortunately. That was a sad moment. We go to the Altar Spire to retrieve our secondary means of beating the game. But anyways, Marth did as Gota instructed and chose soldiers for his journey into the unseen. What lay within the tower is in this alternate world to test him? Marth's heart wavered, but with neither the Divine Blade Falchion nor the Divine Dragon Girl to aid him, the tower's master was his last hope of defeating Meduse. Gota had told Marth to find a coffin, so while most of his companions remained in the material world to battle Dohor, Marth and his chosen few scoured the tower in search of a mysterious savior. Oh, so we're in another world. Okay. Once again, I'll reiterate, I haven't actually read the story of these chapters. I skipped over them so I could read them for the first time here. So we're in a separate world? All right. Oh, we have Elise, that's right, because this is after the Dragon World chapter. All I realized when I warped through this chapter, I literally beat this chapter in one turn, because with 2 warps, you can warp someone here, kill him, warp Marth there, seize it. The double warp method, by the way, works even better than the single warp method, so... Okay, so in these chests, this one and this one, the only chests in the map, I believe, there's an Excalibur and an Aura. So if you had your 2 mages, which I do not, you'd be able to re-outfit them with some strong magic. Also, it's like one of the most unique places where you see like these Swordmaster enemies. Though you might see them. I don't think you do, though. I think this is the only chapter to contain these warriors as enemies. As dedicated enemies. Outside of the Gaiden chapters. No, not the sorcerers. Definitely these berserks. So the warriors, the berserks, the swordmasters. Is there any other? I don't think so. It's super unique, though. Though I guess it is a map or a place technically created by Gota or something like that. Anyways, now that I got my preliminary discussion out of the way, I think we're good to go. All right, and with this, let's hear it. This must be the tower Lord Gota spoke of. Sir, it's teeming with soldiers. Who are they? They fly no recognizable banner. They are the keepers whose test I must pass. You mean to fight them then? Gota says we must prove ourselves very well. Very well. We'll seize the tower. Follow me. I quickly brought Elise along so I could do this. I want to show the Iom staff. So these are all the units that were in our party and have died. A lot of them. Because everyone that ended up in our party had to die. Though, an interesting thing to know is you could bring Tiki back with this, but because I didn't recruit her, I just killed her. She's not recruitable. So if you don't recruit the enemy, so like Roger's not here either. If you don't recruit the enemy, then you can't bring them back because they're not technically part of your army. But I did recruit Est, so I'll bring Est back. Ooh. $98. What a cuck. What? Ah, bullshit. But Est is back. Yay. Unfortunately, I was at the arena when Est showed up and she just kind of joined the army. Otherwise, I wouldn't have just killed her. I wouldn't have let her die. It hurt me so much. Oh, wait, you have the Geosphere? Are there any healers on this map? No? Oh, there's a psychic. There's a couple psychics? Interesting. Oh, is this gonna kill Est? Ooh. Oh, it almost killed both of them. They are not outfitted to survive something like a Geosphere. Oops. My bad. Anyways. That was almost very bad. Emblem. But the entire like enemy force is weak now, so that's nice. Oh, they're archers? Dude, I've combed the map like 3 times and I didn't pay any attention. I think I got them all. Okay. So that's who you have to watch out for. Oh, you know what? Don't I have the Iot shield? I might. Because it's chapter 24X. But yeah. The last level of the game. Technically. Let me rephrase that. The last level for the recording of Shadow Dragon for me. Technically, there is 1 level left in the game. But I won't be showing us winning that. So, a good thing to note, something I just remembered. If you have Nagi in your party and you talk to Meduse with her, she will, or he'll note that he wasn't the only dragon to be revived. Or to revive. Which I found to be very interesting. Nagi is the party member that we will be getting in this chapter. Look at that. Hold on. Speed this up a bit. There we go. I'm not too annoyed or afraid to say it because you don't technically get her in this chapter. The same way you didn't get Yamar in his chapter, they join in the next chapter, though you confront them in their chapter. Actually, yeah. Don't I have the shield? Oh, I do. Oh, you know what? I bought these and I never used them. Oops. That would have made Marth a little bit better, but oh well. I'm not too concerned with that. Come on, guys. End your turn. Cover you. Ogma. And since we're not doing the last chapter on recording, I'll use the Geosphere. Oh, we killed the final boss. That Sword Master survived. Interesting. Maybe he was healed from something, or he just has 1 health, maybe. Why would I not just warp now? Warp to the end of the level? Why would I run through it? Oh, he's 3 health. Interesting. Huh. I'm not too annoyed. Most simply because, you know what? I don't think we would have had an issue anyways. We are promoted max level. I think we'll be fine. Also, I already beat the game. Let's just get this story in. It's one of the things I'm more interested about. I was really interested before I sees it to not only see the levels that I've never seen and the uniqueness that they hold, because I don't know how many people have seen these maps without trying. You know, someone who's, excuse me, so bad at the game that they'd have less than 15 units throughout the game is horrendous. Excuse me for saying that if you fall into that category, but you get so many units throughout the game if you just try a little bit that it's hard for me to imagine so many dying. Though I guess if you don't know how to play, if this is like your first permadeath sort of strategy, you could have issues, but I'd question how many people have actually seen these maps, and I personally have never, so I'm enjoying this and the story for what it matters. Sir, look, stairs beneath the throne. Where could they lead? You think this is a coffin? There are no others, and look, these markings around it are the same pattern we saw in the Fan of Roman. You're right. We found a dragon girl in the fan. I wonder if these symbols... Huh? Sir, the coffin! It's opening! What? No! Must be some kind of trap or some kind of... Woman? Could she be the Master Goda spoke of? Who are you? My name is Marth, Prince of Altia. And you, my lady? Me? My name is Nagi. Nagi? I was sent here to find you by a man named Goda. Goda? I know that name. But from where? I cannot recall. Dude, look at the scene on the right. It looks so cool, her with the flames around her. You've lost your memory? I cannot say for certain, but your voice. I heard you calling. Did you rouse me from my sleep? Not on purpose. Your soul called out to me, begging for my help. For this blade. That's falchion. How did you get it? I cannot remember, but you need it. I know that. And you need my powers. Your powers, my lady? Take me with you. I must finish what I started. I think I must fight with you. We get the falchion. Notably, it's weaker than the original falchion. It's essentially just the game telling you that this, in my head, it's just like a created weapon. Obviously, so is the falchion, but like this is just like an imaginary created falchion that you need to end the game. The game being like, hey, idiot, you needed that. But notably, if you don't get the star spheres, or where is it? Who has it? What is it called? If you don't get the starlight, you can't get the falchion. So, you know, that could be an issue, and then this is a way to solve that, because those thieves that take them, if you're not actively pursuing them, they can get away in the Fan of Ramon, but for a moment, I just want to bring Ylmer. I want to bring all the extra characters in with us so we can look at them in the field, and then I'll go straight to the post-war scenes. We made it. Now we just have to find Medius. I can sense it. A sinister will is at work here. Dude, she just teleports in. Come, my friends. We have a dragon to tame. Help me confine Medius to the shadows for all eternity. And that's essentially the same. Yeah, bro, I remember. I know. This is Nagi. Just an older Tiki model, essentially. She is also a divine dragon, like Tiki. I was about to say was. So, some things to note about Nagi. One theory about who Nagi is, because she's unique to Shadow Dragon, is that she is, because of her motives in this game, you know, she recognized Goda's name and her desire to stop Medius. Some people say that she is Naga. Naga is a divine dragon who, surprisingly, looks a lot like Nagi, or an older Tiki. And she is the strongest divine dragon. Has some other relations. It's really complicated, and if you want to go further into it, you can look on the wiki yourself. The second theory is that she is a future Tiki, or a Tiki from the future, because when you kill Tiki, Goda says that Tiki is simply just sleeping and she's not actually dead. She's a divine dragon, so ability to survive and all that. So they say that Nagi is just Tiki from the future, or from a different world, still technically from the future of that world. Another interesting thing to note while I'm here is that if you bring Tiki back with the Ohm Staff, let me say that again. If you give Tiki the original falchion and you let her die, as she was a part of your team, of course, and then you bring her back with the Ohm Staff, because you actually can do that, you can technically have both Nagi and Tiki in the same map, only this map, and two falchions, the weak falchion and the strong falchion. So it's really cool to note that. I can't do that because I killed Tiki as an enemy because I didn't get Bantan. Bantu. But yeah, so here's Nagi's model. And here is, we saw Ymmer's model, but here's him on our team. Who else? We have all of the other units, dude. Horus, Aaron, Athena, and Etzel. Etzel is also a good thing to note. You're only Dark Mage, or Sorcerer, Natural Sorcerer, I should say, that you receive in the game. And he's only in an extra chapter, which is interesting. But anyways, that's all I got. See you for the post-war stories of all of our Gaiden characters. Real quick, I thought I'd just throw this Marth one in because I kind of missed it in the last one. But Marth returned to a war-torn Altian and devoted all his energy to restoring the kingdom to its former glory. He was later crowned king. Oh, another thing. This is what it looks like when a character is dead. So it'll still show, you know, like their title, their name, battles, their wins, but it'll say fell in battle during chapter 4 and vanished from the pages of history. It'll say that for every unit that you let die throughout the story. It'll give their chapter and say they vanished from history. It's pretty sad. Okay, and we have Aaron, free paladin. At Jagan's request, Aaron became captain of Altia's knights. His efforts helped many. And here we have, hold on, Norn, the volunteer. Her stint as a warrior over, Norn returned to her home in Altia and lived an unremarkable but happy life. Von Woman Athena. Von she went, nobody knows. One theory is that Altia returned to the border village where she was born. Man of worth, Horus. Nya pardoned Horus after the war, and he resumed his life as a landed noble. In the years to come, he worked hard to heal Arcania. Spellslinger Etzel. The spellslinger Etzel vanished after the war as quickly as he came. His wandering took him around the world for years to come. Gravel Yeller Ymir. The fighting done, Ymir returned to his village in Grust, the one place that had accepted him. He was content the rest of his days. Dragon Ruler Nagi. Marth would have thanked Nagi after Meduse fell, but there was no one there to thank. Had she returned home? None ever knew. And there you have it. That should be every character in the game's ending or post-war story. Both the original and the Gaiden. I'm actually happy about that because I've never seen the Gaiden ones. It's so nice to see characters that the ending story to characters I've never seen or retrieved before. Because yes, I could just read them on the wiki, but it's so much more personal if I get them myself and actually witness it for the or in the game. But there you have it. Thank you for watching Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. That will be next. I don't know what I'll be playing, but it'll probably be Genealogy of the Holy War. I believe that's next. Canonically, or I'll be playing whatever's next canonically. But I don't think I'll play Shadows of Valentia because we'll be going from a relatively old game in Shadow Dragon to a relatively new game in Shadows of Valentia. So I think I'll stick with the older game look, and then as we go to the newer games, I'll slide it in. All the stories, or most of the stories, are... how do I put it? They're standalone, so we're fine anyways. But as always, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.